Hello, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of the Unrestricted podcast. You're here with your girl Pera,
your girl Shats,
and your girl Styles.
Well, how are you guys doing today? It's our third visual we're doing.
Yeah, third one.
I love doing the visuals. Don't you love it?
I love it.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But I have to wear makeup, so it's a bit like.
Any excuse during a lockdown to wear makeup is.
I know sometimes, but not every day. Good. Thank God. Yeah. We're all alive, you know.
Well, do you know what? You were laughing about that right now.
No, that is an accomplishment.
It's a big lesson. It's a bigger lesson. Did you see that they were saying that this whole pandemic is not going to end for like another 2-3 years?
I saw that.
I'm not mad, Jill.
I was like, eh?
I'm not shocked though.
No.
I'm not shocked, to be honest. I mean, like, I did think it was going to be a while until we go back to some sort of normalcy.
Yeah, but I didn't think 3 years, man.
Yeah, someone was saying like even that there won't be a normalcy. It will probably just be like the same.
I feel sorry for our kids, man. They're not going to experience the life we had.
What about people who are like in their 20s and they're like, you know, they haven't had a chance to live
Well,
their
they had
life.
a bit, okay? The kids haven't had any.
Yeah, it's true. So I saw a comment and someone was like, imagine having to tell your kids. We used to do this thing called clubbing where like loads of people would gather in a room and we play music.
Loads of people in a room?
What? Social distancing.
Oh my God.
So you don't wear masks? Yeah, there was a time in life when we didn't have to wear masks, but yeah. But anyways, guys, I was thinking, you know, we're like in lockdown, right? We've obviously been all at home trying to figure out what we can do, keep ourselves busy, learn a new trade. We had a book. Did you guys read any books during lockdown?
Yeah, I did. I spoke about it.
You did.
On the last podcast.
How's your book been going?
It's going well. It's hard because by the time I go to bed, I don't really get much time to actually read it. So I'm a slow reader. Probably on page 5.
I'm a slow reader as well, to be honest. Like sometimes I'm not sure if like when you're reading a book, right? I'll go through a whole page and I'll go into the next page and then I'll realize, wait a minute.
That makes sense.
I didn't actually read anything that was on that page. And I'm like, okay, let me go back.
I'm reading 2 books at the same time. And it's just, one day I feel like reading the other, the next day I feel like, but like you said, I don't understand certain things. And because I've left it for so long, I have to go back. It's just ridiculous.
I'm reading the Bible, man. That's what I'm reading.
Are you going from the beginning or?
Well, I've got a Bible plan. But I'm not consistent with that either. But I have read the Bible. That's the book I've read during lockdown.
Well, that's good. That's good. Any words of encouragement?
God is willing it.
But yeah, I feel like, especially like during lockdown, people have been drinking a lot more. Like I feel like at the beginning of the lockdown, right? All the alcohol shelves were all empty.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say people are drinking a lot more. I think people are still drinking the same they were drinking before, but you have nowhere to go, so you're buying the alcohol from the shops rather than going out with your friends on Friday night and buying it. So I think that's what it is. I don't think people are drinking more. I just think people are drinking at home more.
I think it's a little bit of both. Think about it. Like everyone's at home. Yeah, fair enough. You want to go out and you're buying the alcohol at home, but people are lonely too because you're on your own. People are just like, all right, well, let me just get a bottle of wine. I mean, I'll speak for myself, right? I have never been able to finish a bottle of wine. As in, like, I have a glass and then I'm fine. But I kid you not, guys, I can drink a bottle of wine.
By yourself? No, I can't.
Not in one sitting, but like in like 2 days, I could finish a bottle of wine.
Yeah, that's not
fine. That's normal.
Yeah, but before I could have a bottle of wine for like a week, or like even as long as a bottle of wine can last.
Yeah, but you have places to go.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I'm drinking more than I would have usually eaten on a normal day.
No, but you would have probably gone out with your friends and still drank.
Fair enough.
You're like, what?
No, I wouldn't say I'm drinking more during lockdown. Definitely
I think I'm drinking less, man. I can't lie. Even though I drink like here and there, I'm definitely drinking less than I would drink if I was like going out like normal life. Because I'd go out on dinner dates with my boyfriend and all that. I'd have like 2 or 3 cocktails. And I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah, no, I miss that. Like going out to dinner, having cocktails. Those are the days, man.
Oh gosh, man. What's the worst like thing you've done when you're like drunk?
You're
like, there's so many. I need to think.
No, there's loads. I think what was the worst one? I went once. I was drunk. It was on my birthday, and I literally like sat on the floor and I was in love with the ground. What? And then the same night,
wait, outside?
No, like in the club, in the club, like we were in the VIP section, and in the club I was on the ground, and everyone was like, "Get up, Sal. I actually want to be on the ground." That's what I kept saying. And then I went to every single guy in the club and told them I loved them.
Oh my God.
Like it was so bad, so I'd be like, "I love you. You're so beautiful," and this that, and the other, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. That's so embarrassing." But yeah, that's like one of my worst moments.
Wow. Imagine you're in the floor, you're just on like in a club on the ground, like
no, like a popper was like on the ground, like sitting there, and I was just like, everyone's like, get up, like you know, like
you're embarrassing us, girl.
Section. And I was just like, no, but guys, like sit down with me. It's so cool. Like this is the best view. But yeah, it's mad.
Oh my god, no, Shannon, tell me what you're wearing.
So what came to mind? I mean, I have a couple, but I would probably, this is the one I feel more comfortable saying.
I don't know. We got time. I want to hear them. I want to hear them all.
No, it's bad. No, I have like a real bad one when I actually first got drunk, but that one I'm not going to say. But the one where it's real bad, it's embarrassing as well. So on my 21st birthday, I got so drunk and I actually peed on myself.
Oh my god!
How's that? So that's not even the worst one.
No, that's not the worst one.
No,
that's not the worst one. I peed on myself. So like, if you know me, I can't actually hold my pee. So I have the weakest bladder. So with like drinking, obviously I go toilet constantly. So with that, like I don't know. I think I remember like briefly, but we went to Cocoa Bar. And then
I think
my friend's friend came to pick us up. No, yeah, and I peed on myself in his car, in his Range Rover.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know when you're sorry.
No, and I was like, I got told what I did the next day, and I was like, I am so sorry. Like, he didn't even want me to sit in the car apparently, but my friend was like, no, she needs to go home. There's no other way, because I actually drove there, but I couldn't. There was no way I could drive back. So yeah, that's my worst story.
In a way,
that's not my worst story. Like I said, I mean, yeah, maybe if I'm waved, you should have got me waved, and I probably.
You know what? I should have. You know what?
What is this?
If you got me, can we get?
If you got if you got me waved, I would have legit said man.
Guys, can we pause the video for a minute, please?
I can't drink in the middle of the day.
I haven't even eaten.
Can we just pretend?
I haven't eaten either.
Can we pretend we're drinking?
No,
go back. Go back.
You're more cautious. It's like after dark type of conversation.
I was gonna say, but could you guys are giving me PG stories, man?
No,
I want to hear the real thing.
No, but peeing on yourself. But peeing on yourself is horrible.
Fair enough.
It is bad, but I don't mind. Everyone knows I pee on myself, man. Like,
but now the world
cut this out.
A weak bladder from having a baby.
No, I had a weak bladder from when I was...
No, she's been
I've always had a weak bladder. I even went to the doctors when I was younger, and the lady was like, do you have a child? She was black. Do you have a child? I was like, no. She was like, exactly, so you don't have a weak bladder. I was like, yes, I do. I was like, I can't hold my pee. She was like, well, you need to do your pelvic exercise.
What do you do? Like, have you ever got like a Kegel thing, like one of those things? You should try them. Try and get a Kegel.
It's like a ball.
Yeah, it actually helps. Your vagina.
Yeah,
you put it in, and you have to do Kegel.
What if you suck it up?
It will fall out. No, it will fall out. It falls out.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, like, what if you put the ball in your vagina,
and
but then you start, like, you know when you squeeze it, but then you squeeze.
No, things can't stay. Like, what goes in the vagina comes back down. Same way, like when sperm goes up, like the residue comes back down. It's only sperm that has the possibility to swim up.
Like, it will help with that.
I'm gonna do that.
Well, because like what it teaches you is how to like hold the dick tight, so the guys actually get that sensation. Yeah. So don't keep this in there.
I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I do be doing that sometimes, but I don't think like my Kegels could be so much.
Mine's not strong. I don't think it's strong.
Or anything. But back in the day, even back in the day, I used to like, try and be adventurous. This was when I didn't even know how to have sex properly anyway. I used to be like, hold it tight, and I'm thinking like, do that.
Yeah, Kegels are an essential in sex, It actually really is.
I need my phone.
I need some Kegel balls.
Yeah, I think I might get some, man.
No, I'm definitely gonna get some. Oh my god, thanks.
Learn something new every day, eh?
As in.
Well, I don't know, my drunk story, I have a few too, to be honest with you. I mean, I started drinking, like, I'd say binge drinking later on in life, like, not later on in life, as in like my mid-20s is when I started like drinking. As in like drinking to the point where I'd actually get drunk. Like before, I would never like drink to get drunk. I would just drink I could drink and drink, and then that would be it. I'd never be like, oh my God. But when I entered the corporate world and I started, drinking with you guys a little bit more, then I had a lot more situations. I don't know, I think the worst one is when I was out with my colleagues, and we went out for a brunch. So obviously, with brunches, like you get like absolutely wasted. Yeah, bottomless brunch. Got absolutely wasted on Prosecco. And they were like, you know what? Let's bring the party somewhere else. So we were like, okay, let's go to King's Cross. So I'm already like wasted, right? And then on the way to King's Cross, we stop at a shop and we get one of those Magnums. And if you know Magnum, one bottle of that is enough to like...
Oh, I've never had it.
Oh my God. One bottle of that is like enough to be waved for the night. Like literally.
So disgusting.
So I had like loads of Prosecco, had a bottle of Magnum. I'm thinking, I'm on this. But for me, alcohol... it just hits me at once. Like it'll be just like a random moment. I'm like, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Like, I am drunk. What's that ping pong place in King's Cross?
Oh, I know that.
Well, you like drink and you play ping pong.
Yeah, I know what it is. Bear and ping pong? Ping and bear?
Ping pong and bear. Right, so we're at the bar now trying to like order drinks here. And bear in mind, I'm trying to like keep it together. And then the next thing you know, I was drunk. It was like the switch just went, I'm drunk. So I was like, guys, I'll be back. I go outside now.
When the wind hits you, boy.
Boy, I went outside. I found the nearest bench and I just curled up and just laid there. This is, now bear in mind, Jay, this was nighttime. It wasn't like, oh, people are used to seeing drunk people at night. This was like the middle of the day. I'm talking like 2 o'clock. And I literally just curled up into a ball on a bench and I just closed my eyes and I was like, yeah, this is fine. And then I woke up to some random white ladies like around me. They're like, oh my God, keep her warm. I was like, make sure, blah, blah, blah. I was thinking, what the hell's going on? And then my manager at the time, who I was out with, I just like remember seeing him. He was like, "Oh my God, Peril's on the floor. What's happening?" Like they probably like carried me into the car. Like, yeah, this is all at like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh my God!
In broad daylight, London. Yeah, so that's not the worst.
I have a bench story. You know, you were there. It was when we went to Corfu. So basically, we went to Corfu and then we went to this club. And I don't know, the guy, they advertised it because like when you're on Corfu, they were like so excited that we were the only black people there. Like everywhere, they're like, "Come to our club, come to our club." And then they were saying they were going to have like a wet contest or like foam contest or something like that.
Yeah, I remember.
So we went to that party and then we got there, it was dead, man. Dead foam party. Anyway, so after we were all drunk and everywhere we went, like they gave us a fishbowl like of alcohol and then we had drank naggins before we got there and then all of a sudden it was really late at night and then we were just walking and there was a bench and all of a sudden I just decided to go fall asleep on the bench. I was lying down like this. There's even a picture on my Facebook. I was literally on the bench like this and I was like, I don't want to go anywhere anymore. Come, let's go. And the hotel was a bit of a trek, man.
It was a trek.
That hotel was such a trek. I was like, no, man, I can't do it anymore.
You know the thing is, when you're drunk, right, and you're sleepy or like you just want to, you don't care where you are, if it's the floor, if it's the bench, you don't care if you're in the club, whatever it is. I want to sleep.
And I want to sleep.
I'm sleeping right now. All your morals go out the window, all your germ. Well, I was at King's Cross.
That is ridiculous.
On some random bench. I didn't even I literally curled up.
That's like all I could vision when you said that was that, you know, those people when you're like walking and you see that all these people around them and they've got this like this blanket, like reflective blanket and all that, and you know that the ambulance are coming. That
was me. And then I was so out of it and it was so weird. And like, obviously I know my colleagues, I know they were kind of wondering what the hell, because it was like, you know, the bottomless brunch ended at about like, let's say like, 1 o'clock. 15 minutes, drank the Magnum, and then the next like 20 minutes we were at the club and we were at this like ping pong place ordering drinks, and I was like, guys, I'll be right back. Because the thing about me, right, I'm not a sloppy drunk, but I know when that switch goes on, I'm like, okay, I need to go somewhere. And then I was like, okay, this sounds like a great place to just be drunk. And I just sat there and I was like, okay, yeah, it's the end. And when you've like been drunk, right, have you ever drunk texted? So like, you know, when like you're out of it and you're thinking, yeah, I'm gonna text that guy now.
Yeah, all the time.
I
know about you.
No,
I do it all the time. I drunk text all the time.
I've done it, but I feel like when I do it, I legit know what I'm doing, but I feel like it's an excuse. Because I've drank alcohol. Like, it's an excuse.
I'm the same. I don't look back the next day and think, oh my God, I shouldn't have said that.
Because I know.
But have you ever had a regret, like, oh my God, like it went bad, like the guy was like, what the fuck you texted me?
No, because I probably would have planned it that day that I'm gonna send a drunk text that evening.
So basically, drunk texting.
It's fake, man.
It's a real thing. We know exactly what we be doing.
No, but I have like sent on New Year's Day. I sent like I was drunk and I was trying to say Happy New Year to like all my close people, but I sent Happy New Year to random people. I didn't know, and they were like, "Oh, Happy New Year to you too." And the next day, I was thinking, "Oh, who are you?" I was like, "Oh my
God, Uncle Timmy, that you had his number from like 20.
Like, I was like, "Oh, that wasn't for you."
What's your perfect drink?
Porn star martini.
That's mine, bitch.
I love it.
It's my drink.
It's my favourite drink.
It's my favourite.
And then if I were to pick another, it would probably be pina colada.
No.
That's my second favourite as well.
And then if I wanted to be exotic, it would be Bob Marley.
Okay, mine.
What's in Jamaica? Marley?
What's that?
It's basically a fancier pina colada. It's really nice, like fresh coconut.
Can you get drunk off cocktails? Like,
100%.
Really?
Walk in the Tropics would be my third. You know, Walk in the Tropics on TGI's, man.
I get drunk off porn star martini all the time.
You definitely can get drunk off.
Like four will get me drunk.
5. Yeah, I remember when I went to, and you know that place in I can't remember, the Thai restaurant, and they have it in Stratford. I went there with my boyfriend once, and they were doing like 2-for-1 cocktails, and he don't drink. So I had like 6 or 7 cocktails, and I was like, yeah, I'm about to get drunk. I'm about to.
To me, if I have like 4 cocktails and probably a shot of tequila, yeah.
Yeah, but that's because you had that shot. But in terms of just pure cocktails, isn't it? You'd need a bit more.
No. For me, I like a strong drink. Like I like the spirit in a mixer. Like I like.
Love a good strong drink.
Anything brown and well, not anything brown. I like Hennessy or like Jack Daniels. And like Coke or I want to get drunk quick. Not quick, but I want to feel a wave quickly. I don't like drinking loads of drink. Yeah. I just drink and it tastes like juice. I'm like, if I want a juice, I drink Fanta.
I don't drink to get drunk, if that makes sense. Like, I just like the taste of it. Like, that's why I have to enjoy what I'm drinking. Like, you know, like if I don't like the drink, I'm not going to drink it. I mean, I don't want to be drunk, but I want to feel like a vibe. I want to feel like, okay, and then I can sip for the rest of the night, then I'm good. No, man, I have to like it.
When did you guys start drinking? Like, when was like the first time like you were like, yeah, I drink alcohol?
Coffee.
The first time I got drunk, I started drinking was when I was 16.
That's a sick for me as well.
Yeah, so I started, and that's the first time I was so wasted. Like, I think I spoke about the story briefly, in the latest episode actually. But what was it? So I was in my friend's house, and he had this cheap bottle of vodka, and then there was this other guy and my friend at the time, and then we were like, oh yeah, let's drink. So we went to the other guy's house. We stayed in his house. So I will never forget, we mixed orange juice and vodka. Oh.
But orange juice and vodka is nice. Is that not? Oh no, that's not a samosa. What's a samosa?
No, that's a cheap vodka. That's
it was so disgusting. And you can imagine, there was no Ciroc back then. Like, there was no... Yeah. And plus, we were 16. I don't know. Smirnoff where? I don't even recognise the name. I think he took one of his dad's bottles or something. His dad wasn't at home. And I was so wasted. Like, I was getting flashbacks on the bus the next day of things that happened. I didn't remember. People were telling me.
That's when you know you're drunk. Like when you're piecing it back together the next day.
People told me what I did. Like, I didn't know what. And then I think the next day when I got home, like, I was vomiting. And my brother went to go and tell my mum, Mummy, Shade is vomiting. And then my mum was like, ha! You destroyed your life! You destroyed your life! Are you pregnant? I was like, girl, like, just chill, man. And then so then she was like, you want to start drinking, Abby? And I was like, okay.
No, how did she know that it was from drinking?
No, she assumed that if I was pregnant or drinking.
That was only two. By then you admit I was drinking or I'm not pregnant.
Exactly. Mum, you know, it's better.
But yeah, exactly. So yeah, since then, when I was 16, I don't think I drank like on a weekly basis like that, like I would probably do now. That was kind of like a one-off, and then
I had something like similar as well, because the first time I drank alcohol, like proper alcohol, and got drunk was also when I was 16. And there was another story where I snuck out of the house. And I used to sneak out a lot when I was younger. So yeah, I snuck out of the house. Yeah, was going to this free gaff, the same free gaff that I went to the last time.
Of course.
And anyways, we get there now. Yeah, I had never tasted Tennessee before. I didn't know anything about spirits or anything yet, but I was trying to prove a point. I was with my friend at the time. And so we both snuck out my house. She was staying over at mine. We both snuck out. We get to this, the free gaff or whatever. But we're all the same age or whatever, you know what I mean? And then the guy's like, oh yeah, let's take shots. And I was like, yeah, I can take shots. Yeah, of course. I know alcohol. And then like they're giving us like proper like Hennessy shots, right? And like down in it. We had, I kid you not, I think it was 5 Hennessy shots, like back to back. And obviously the taste of it was obviously like, it was gross, but I thought like you're supposed to, like, I think it was a bit of like, I wanted to fit in and I wanted to show that, me too, I can drink alcohol. Bro, till this day, there's only like bits and pieces of how I remember how I got home. I remember when I got home, I had a bump on my head, I had one shoe, it was just a bad situation, right? And then the next day I'm like getting sick, like vomiting the same way you were. My mom, she never assumes the worst, like literally, she's like, do you have food poisoning? Like, she probably gave me food poisoning medicine and everything. And I probably took medicine because I was thinking, boy, like, she cannot know that I am freaking drunk out of my mind. So yeah, she never knew.
No, my mom, she assumed the worst.
I didn't start drinking until I was like 21. I never drank at 16.
Wow. So the first time you got drunk was like...
it wasn't even, I don't think it was 21. I think, like, stupid drunk, I've never, like, probably once. It takes a lot for me to get really drunk.
I think that 16-year-old, that was the worst I ever got drunk, like, ever.
I think there's only one time that I've actually got pure drunk. I've never thrown up, I've never peed on myself, I've never done any of those type of things, like, from drinking. ever. I think there's only one time that I've drank and I couldn't remember what happened.
I mean, I guess if you're a responsible drinker, I feel like, you know where your limit is.
Like, I always know my limit. Like, when I feel like, because I think I'm a bit of a control freak, so I feel like when I feel like I'm getting a bit out of control or like losing it, I just stop drinking because it's not that deep for me.
When do you think, like, what is, because you know we say like binge drinking and like we drink to get drunk and all of that, yeah. But where's the line? Like, oh, I'm drinking because I'm having fun. I'm drinking like it's kind of becoming a problem. Because you know, like alcoholics and stuff, right? They obviously, the line gets blurred somewhere. How do you know when you've kind of crossed over?
No, I think it depends on the reason you're drinking. So if you're drinking to conceal something, or you've got emotional trauma, or there's something that you're trying to forget, there's a difference for drinking for fun, for pleasure. If you're drinking because you've gone through something and you're not trying to deal with your emotions or feelings, like then that's a different. Like alcoholism is it's really deep, like addiction. Like I've worked with people, like, you know, people who have like suffered from alcohol abuse through my job, and it's really hard. Like you're making a daily choice every single day, every minute of the day, like to not drink.
I remember when I was in school, this woman came in, I don't know why I guess it was Dublin, so they probably knew that, like, you know, the teenagers were probably drinking. I think I was like 5th year or 6th year, and they brought in this woman to kind of tell her story. I think she was like a recovering alcoholic. She looked like she was still recovering or whatever, and she was telling us crazy stories how she would like a liter bottle of vodka every single day, like just to get through the day. And I'm thinking a liter of vodka, but that's actually the level that some people get to.
No, it's true, because I've met loads of people who do that. There's some people, like, usually when I'm like speaking to them, I'll be like, oh, so how much do you drink a day? And it'd be like big amounts. And some people, like, I remember there was this case, it was someone I was working with, but I wasn't working with that person. So her partner was an alcoholic, and he tried to get help, and everywhere he went they said that his alcohol level, that they can't help him because it would be too much of a risk to his health, because he'd been an alcoholic for, let's say, 20-30 years. Wow. So his body had been used to it, so he decided to do it by himself to go cold turkey, and then he passed away.
Yeah, that is mad.
Yeah. That's insane.
They said it would be too risky to try help him because that's how much he had been drinking for years.
Guys, please drink responsibly, and just drink responsibly. Exactly. That's all I can say. All right, guys, and now I think it's a good time to do our drum roll, please. Fun facts.
Fun. Okay, I'll go first. Okay, guys, did you know that alcohol affects men and women differently? If you are a young woman and a young man of the same age, drinking the same amount of alcohol, the woman will have a higher blood alcohol level. This is because younger women make less of the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase, which breaks down alcohol in the stomach. So it takes longer for women to break down alcohol.
Yeah, I knew that.
Does that mean that like women get drunk?
We get easily drunk, basically. We get drunk easily than men. That's why men can have more units of alcohol.
Oh yeah, even though bottles and stuff, they always have that. It's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So my one is, it will come up. Okay. So in some European countries, McDonald's actually serves alcohol.
Ooh. Oh, that'd be neat, man.
Yeah, so some parents actually like to drink alcohol while the kids munch on their fries and
I
think Europe are very more liberal when it comes to like alcohol. Another one is a lot of high schools in Europe serve alcohol to students if they choose to drink.
I wouldn't know.
But then again, but they don't have, well, quote me, I don't know the facts, but I don't think alcoholism is as big in certain European countries as it is in like the UK and Ireland.
Probably not.
And they have like, you know, quite relaxed rules about alcohol.
My one is moderate alcohol consumption can lower heart disease.
Yeah, I heard that. That's why some days say red wine a day.
Red wine can definitely.
Rosé and all that, white wine, all that big, man. It's like eating a donut, a little glass.
I feel they say like gin is like the most.
The least calorie. Yeah. That's why they say gin and the slim line tonic.
Yeah, that's my new drink. Yeah, I need to. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm
this
not
quarantine
drinking.
It's not that nice though.
Gin and tonic,
I don't mind
especially
gin,
the slimline tonic. Oh, unless it's not, it has to be good tonic.
Yeah,
if it's not nice tonic, it's not gonna work.
But then you might as well just drink something else. Then the calories all add up. Then.
No, but tonic in general has not got that much calories. I love tonic.
Quite low.
Yeah, it's very low.
I do like good tonic.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Please make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms at __unrestricted. That is
__unrestricted.
Bye.
See ya.